we enter the most magical month of the year with a lust for all things vibrantly hued and intoxicatingly spiced. There's a collective ecstasy for this moment that is all too fleeting and so very fabulous. Because with autumn's overwhelming beauty and contagious electricity just swirling all around, it is nearly impossible not to get caught up in the wild desire to create, yes? It's that heightened sense of painting everything vibrant colors right along with nature. It's a pure harmonic bliss infused with a sensual overload. And why not? There's so much energy available right now for doing fabulous things. Stirring the cauldron both at home and out in the world has never been more pleasurable. From concocting spicy potions to exploring ruby-leaved paths, this season of the witch is to be adored, savored, and embraced with every cell of our beings. And it's no coincidence that October makes her entrance wrapped in the elegance of Libra energy. And Libra touches a wand of beauty to everything she sees. The vibe is distinctly harmonious and social and friendly, with a really nice balance between home and the outside world that's really unique to the allure of fall. Because we kind of effortlessly blend into nature, whether we're swanning about in our velvets or adorning our lairs with candlelit pumpkins. The abundance is such that we simply become one with her, delighting in every sensual detail. Catch her while you can, my loves, before quieter winds are felt. And speaking of lovely Libra, of course, Libra also has a tarot card just for her, a power card. This one is Justice. Now, justice is the balancing of intuition with expertise. And also to keep in mind that karmic laws are in play. So you want to use your third eye to see very clearly. And this one is from the Aquarian deck. This is actually a vintage deck of mine, and I love it. I use it a lot. It's really beautiful. So right at the beginning of the month, on the 4th, our very chatty friend Mercury glides into Libra, which heightens the charm in our communicating. Not bad. This is about using honey instead of vinegar. Social graces, diplomacy even, wherever is necessary, which is great. The one thing, though, I must tell you is to please stop worrying about what might possibly go wrong and just focus on the beauty of what is happening now. Create that harmony right here, right now, and take it into the future. And speaking of beauty, shortly thereafter, on the 8th, our Venus enters Virgo in a rather demure manner, you see. She just left bold, splashy Leo and is now in the polar opposite vibe of modesty. So it's goodbye glamour, hello subtle allure. You'll notice the finer details of things here, the quality, the classics. And yes, I'm referring to style, of course, but really it's also to do with how you spend your money on beauty and things that make you feel cared for. So you'll be gently nudged to spend very carefully on things that will last in some way, things of value, investments, if you will, rather than impulse buys and grand gestures. Then on the 10th, Pluto goes direct, and this I love because it's all about focusing on your ambitions and whatever you need to feel empowered. You really have the ability in this season and beyond to make some deep, meaningful changes in life. It comes outward now, where before it was internalized. So you can make changes on the physical plane. So like anything you feel that you've been on the receiving end of something maybe you didn't ask for, but it just got thrown upon you, thrust upon you, something you've just got to deal with that you really did not want. Now, there'll be the determination and the resolution to make whatever changes are necessary to deal with that situation or multiple situations. So you're in good shape. It's also very much about what we've learned and how we can use that knowledge going forward. Because one of the huge recurrent themes recently, as you know, has been letting go of the past. Really letting go of the past and focusing not only on the present, but setting up the future in a way that's right for us now and enjoyable. So what was right for us at one point, or we thought was right, it really doesn't have a place anymore. Now it's, what do we need? What do we want? How do we take it forward? And let it be enjoyable. You know? Let it really be enjoyable. And we'll get to even more of that energy in a bit. But first, we have more cosmic happenings to align with in this very gorgeous month. And here we go. Possibly my favorite thing going on this month is that we have passionate Mars entering steamy Scorpio on October 12th. This is how to warm up a chilly fall evening. It's a slow burn of passion, desire, erotic arts for 6 glorious weeks. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And the physical endurance to really enjoy it. That's all I'm gonna say. Which will bring us, slightly disheveled, to the first of our 2 eclipses this month. That's right, we're in eclipse season once again. This is very exciting. We have the new moon solar eclipse in Libra happening on the 14th at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're going to feel it really intensely on the night of Friday the 13th. So this moon is for new beginnings. Now, this is the first of the new eclipse series. It's the Libra Aries axis, and we'll be concluding the Taurus Scorpio axis at the end of the month. So the overriding vibe here will be the balance between what we want for ourselves and how we can give to others. Workspace, career space, it's about a certain diplomacy while also holding your ground. While in personal relationships, it's remaining who you are while being sensitive to the other person's needs, so you can come together in harmony. So here's what I want. Here's what the other person wants. How do we meet in a way that pleases us both? And we want to. So it's actually kind of easy and natural to do it. I love this Libra energy. It makes everything sweet and soft and pretty. Now, with a Libra moon, the new energy available is for relationships, which Libra loves. Giving those relationships what they need to grow and to flourish, but also fine-tuning those negotiation skills. Learning how to resolve conflicts harmoniously and with kindness, having a synergy, really learning how to be partnered. And I kind of hate that word, and I know you're all going to get mad at me, but I do kind of hate that word because it denotes a business legalese. And it doesn't feel to me like that vibe belongs in the heart. But really, it is a partnership that Libra is after. That equal give and take. And also a shared passion. And I much prefer the word passion. Now, my potion for this lovely Libra moon is one for your gorgeous face. It was my very first feature in Enchanted Living magazine many moons ago, and so it is very dear to me. It's also a Beauty Witch classic. And as we revel in the new moon vibes, Mercury moves from Libra into Scorpio on the 22nd. So we go from cocktail party small talk vibes into some very deep hypnotic gazing and fewer words. Because what we say now has depth. There is a notably more profound communication all around, and anything superficial just won't do. There can be a little bit of brooding also, but I think overall you're going to enjoy the intensity. And you know what this all means. Oh yes, Scorpio season is upon us. And the sun's rays shine in the Scorpion, so you can expect even more darkly delightful days and nights. Which brings us to our full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is completing the old cycle of eclipses I had mentioned earlier, which is exactly where this moon takes us. If I can stress anything to you right now, mes amis, it's this: letting go of the past. I keep saying it, I'm going to say it again. Let go of the past. We're just days away from Halloween. Yes, how much fun is that? But it's also the harvest festival of Samhain, which is the witches' new year. Which is the witches? The witches' new year. And so just as the trees release their old leaves, we release the past and we open up to the future. Here's the fun part. This full Taurus moon shines the light on sensuality, along with your needs and desires. So this is very much about enjoying the fruits of your own labor. And this includes how best to take care of ourselves. Now, you do need to watch out for a stubborn streak to rear its ugly head. We are talking about Taurus, so that will be something that we need to watch out for. And as with all full moons, feelings and urges will be amplified. So I would love it if you can just go with what comes up, all those desires, all those needs, but maybe take a little beat before acting on them. This is definitely a time for moving on, though, for sure, and doing it with pleasure. And speaking of pleasure, why not a sexy warm brew to curl up with after you've exhausted yourselves? This potion is pure autumnal delight. And that brings us to the close of sexy, spicy, scented October. Such a gorgeous month and all too fleeting. By the way, what have you got on for All Hallows? What are you doing? Whether it's ritual or ritual silliness, I want you to enjoy it. I know I will. Till next time.